Hello and welcome to the Tippy Show. Today I'm going to be showing you how to get the achievement Balkan Problem Solved, which is as Communist Bulgaria, form the United Balkan Federation, and own all Balkan states as cores. You will also be able to get the achievement I captured the Bosphorus, and all I got was this lousy achievement, which is as Greece or Bulgaria own both sides of the Bosphorus, which we will be doing. These achievements are very RNG based, and I believe with this strategy we should cut out most of that RNG. Single player, new game, January 1st, 1936 start date. And we're going to be playing as Bulgaria. This is going to be an Iron Man mode game with regular difficulty, historical AI focuses, of course. I need to know what the AI is going to do. You might be wondering why my map looks a little bit different. The reason for that is because I have two mods on that are both Iron Man compatible. One is the FPS map mod, and the other is satisfying country and puppet names. After 3k hours, it just adds a little bit of variety. Bulgaria is a country with many problems. For starters, we have the MIRO, which is a debuff that gives us negative 30 daily political power gain, negative 10% stability, and improved relations opinion, negative 15%. We also have army restrictions, which we will be getting rid of pretty quickly, but right now it is devastating. Negative 25% factory output and dockyard output. We cannot produce armor, aircraft, or ships. And we cannot change our conscription levels, we can't declare war, we cannot train units, we cannot disband units, and we can't edit templates. And next we have the second national catastrophe. This is going to give us negative 10% stability, weekly stability, negative 30%, and it's going to be negative 10% war support. This can be removed, and it will be removed, but later towards the end of the game. And our first focus today is going to be opposing the royal dictatorship. And for research, I'm only going to be showing you everything now. I'm not going to be showing you research throughout the video. Definitely do make sure you get troop transports before you go to war with Italy. Otherwise, it's just a pain in the neck getting over the Alps. But it is doable still. We're also going to be getting a spy agency. Here are all the upgrades that I highly suggest. And we're going to build some infrastructure. And if you get lucky with a seducer, choose that one. They're less likely to be caught. Going to be putting that spy on Hungary. So basically the Hungary strat is just locking them out of the Axis. Hungary has a focus, strengthen the Brown Party, where for 722 days they get a Brown Party support of 0.03, and they also get a base change of 5%. Their next focus that they have to do to follow their historical focus line is renounce the Treaty of Trianon. They need 40% Brown Party support. If you boost any other ideology except Brown Party for like 4 months, they will not be able to continue down their focus tree. I have noticed that the allies won't guarantee them as long as you get them, as long as you attack Hungary at the start of World War I, and they won't join the Axis either. And now that oppose the royal dictatorship is done, our next focus is going to be appoint communist ministers. This is going to give us a little bit of political power, give us some communism, and it's going to make a communist advisor available. For now, don't worry about the faction management. I'm going to explain that later, but right now just don't do anything about it. Just leave it alone. And appoint communist ministers is done. We're going to cooperate with the Zvino. The Zvino has some really good generals. They have some really good army staff, so we're going to be cooperating with them. And with our first 150 political power, we're going to be getting this communist revolutionary so we can get taking communist support. Now that cooperate with Zvino is done, we're going to condemn Macedonian organizations. It gives us a little bit of political power. With that first 50 political power, we're going to prepare for a civil war. And I forgot to do this earlier, but you really should at the start of the game. Just take that factory off the truck and put it onto infantry equipment. We need more guns than we do trucks. We're going to now do no focuses until we save 50 more political power. And with the 50 political power that we have currently, we're going to ignite the civil war. And this is what our leader looks like. He's pretty good. We get some buffs. We're going to promote this guy to be a field marshal, and we're going to get this guy to be our main general. Might as well get that offensive doctrine for extra attack. Line our troops up with the other Bulgaria. And very quickly, now that we have our extra spy, we're going to be putting them onto Hungary to boost communism. Thank you, Mongolia, for the guns. I appreciate it. You're always coming in clutch. Keep pushing down from the south and then push east. This war is fairly easy. Just make sure you don't win before you get that 50 political power. And now that the army restrictions have been refused, we're now just going to march straight into the capital city and win the civil war. Next, we're going to unify the bourgeois movement. And now we're going to overthrow the Tsar. If you have under 30% stability, you will go into a civil war. Okay, I'm going to try to make this quick, showing the faction management and what path to go down. It's fairly simple. Each one of these cost around 20 political power. You get some faction loyalty and faction popularity. Once you get to 100 and 100, you can integrate them and you get 120 political power. Halfway through integrating them, so for example, if we were going to allow a broad socialist speech, and we were to legalize the broad socialist organization, which this will prevent us from oppressing this faction in the future. You'll get a decision that looks like this: appoint the broad socialist members, and this is going to give us political advisors. Every single faction has one. Here's the leader of the Agrarian Union, which we will be integrating. The Marxist philosopher, also a good one. You get him when you integrate the broad socialists. And for the Zveno, we get guys like this, who are quite good for our military staff, and we get a lot of generals. The order that you go in is going to be broad socialists, integrate them, then the Zveno, integrate them, and then the Agrarian Union, integrate them, destroy the National Socialist movement. The way we do that is going to be by banning their media and imprison National Social Movement leaders, and then raid the National Socialist Movement supporters. And finally, we get this decision to destroy the National Social Movement. And no one will miss them. We get 120 political power, we get some base stability, and all of our other factions love that we destroyed them. You should have this faction management done by 1939. Just remember to click it. Again, it's integrate the broad socialists, Zveno, then the Agrarian Union, then destroy the National Social Movement. And that overthrow the Tsar is over. We're now going to do the People's Republic of Bulgaria. Now that it's January 7th, we're actually going to move our spies away from Hungary. They have done their job, and we're going to put them on Greece and start boosting communist support. I would rather boost in Romania instead, but Romania has an event and has a focus that adds a bunch of non-aligned support, so all of our hard work will be deleted. So I will wait until after that event, which should happen in a few months. And I'm now going to get this elusive gentleman so I can have another spy. And I'm going to put this third spy in the Kingdom of Romania so that I can start preparing to boost ideology there. Because I accidentally forgot to boost relations with Yugoslavia, which you should be doing once you start People's Republic of Bulgaria, I did acquire modern tools. Now you can do the Treaty of Perpetual Friendship. For this focus, you have to have 75 relations with Yugoslavia. I'm now going to get this Marxist philosopher. He's going to give us a little bit of political power gain, some research speed. Perpetual Friendship is done. We're now going to do the People's Militia Directorate. This is going to give us another spy and some stability. The Kingdom of Yugoslavia has signed the Treaty of Perpetual Friendship. This is very nice. It's going to get rid of your claims on Yugoslavia, and it's going to give us a non-aggression pact with them. And now we're going to click this button that says Balkan Federation Project. This will last for 120 days. We must silence them before they become a greater threat. And for this uncovered Zveno plot, let's just wait for them to make a move. We'll have them integrated before it's too late. Our agent has been captured. This is going to happen a lot. And just build more infrastructure. And I'm not going to do a focus until I have enough political power so I can justify a war goal on the Kingdom of Hungary. And war goal is being made now. We finally get our fourth spy. I'm going to put one spy in the Kingdom of Greece again, and one spy in the Kingdom of Romania. The Balkan Federation project is complete, and I'm now going to do this focus, Balkan Federation of Socialist Republics. Now that that focus is done, I'm now going to abolish the Tarnovo Constitution. This is going to make all the faction management decision cost 50% less. And Yugoslavia has accepted the invitation to the Balkan Federation. Now we have the Balkan Federation dream. This gives us a bunch of decisions. We are going to start with Romania. Always start with Romania. This is going to give 20 communism support to them for 180 days. And there was that decision that I was talking about. or there was that event that I was talking about. And next we're going to be going with Greece. And our next goal is going to be to improve the road system. This is going to give us a couple infrastructure and a civilian factory. We're also going to get more manpower by moving on to limited conscription. Now that we have enough infantry equipment and manpower, we're now going to destabilize various countries. Always start with Romania, then go Greece, then Turkey. Don't do any decisions that involve Albania, because by the time that you even get the faction created and have all these countries flipped and joined, Albania will just get eaten by the Italians. We're now going to also prosecute the IMRO activists. And everything is looking really good. And just start building more civilian factories at this point. We're also going to declare war on the Kingdom of Hungary. We're going to invite Yugoslavia in, and we're going to rush for Budapest. We won't get all the war score, but we can get a good chunk of it. We're going to do Balkan Federation propaganda again on the Kingdom of Romania. This is an easy war, just rush your troops. And our next focus is going to invigorate the national industry. We've taken Budapest, now to take Pécs. And we're just gonna puppet what we can. You might get more than this, you might get less than this. Just puppet what you can, it's fine. We're also gonna be taking some resource rights and some factory rights. So I'm actually now going to be switching my spies over from boosting ideology, because at this point they're barely helping, and I'm going to start ruining their stability by using some propaganda. A nation won't flip if their stability is over 50%, but if you can lower it, they are way more likely to flip. We have invigorated our national industry, and we're now going to train the youth wings. Greece has already flipped. Very good, very good. They're at 69 stability, so it's amazing that they flipped it this time. And we're going to move those spies over to Romania to start boosting our ideology. Turkey is at 46% because their stability is so low, and in every game that I've played, their stability is rock bottom. You shouldn't have any issues getting them to flip, so that's the country of my least priority. What you really want to flip is going to be the Kingdom of Romania because of Romanian focus tree shenanigans. And Romania just flipped as well. Gonna move my spies over to the Republic of Turkey. Let's see if we can get them to flip a little quicker. Let's get some more economy. And extensive conscription as well. And Turkey just flipped as well. And I'm gonna actually cancel this focus and just immediately do bury the grudges of the past. This is going to invite Romania, Turkey, and Greece into our faction, and it's also going to remove the second national catastrophe. I'm also going to make some more troops because they're more likely to accept being annexed if you have a larger army. That's what I've heard. And we're going to get the leader of the Agrarian Union, 10+% more political power, max factories in state, 10+%, and less resources to market. We don't have to worry about that democracy support. It won't ever become a problem. Italian-sponsored rallies in the capital. We're going to send in the police to bash some heads in, but we're also going to take advantage of the situation. For some reason, after you get this event, you can get a free non-aggression pact with Italy. I suggest you do that, but it really does not matter. Now that bury the grudges of the past is done, we're going to do Balkan Trade Union Secretariat. And everyone has joined our faction. There we go, King Zog has submitted to Italy. So even if we were to turn them a communist, it wouldn't matter. And we're gonna get this army offense guy. Italy has joined Germany. We're gonna build some more civilian factories. And we're just going to continue down this focus tree, go with United, we shall prevail. And with that done, we're now going to do the unification of the Balkans. Just force deploy all these divisions that you're making. You want a larger army. We're going to do region-wide industrial integration. We have enough political power. Might as well. And we are now this very, very ugly color. Yugoslavia has agreed. We annex them and we get all their cores. The Greeks have agreed. We annex them and we get their cores. The Turkish have agreed and we get just some of their land as cores. We have a whole lot of factories now, a whole lot of manpower, a good supply of guns, artillery. We have a whole lot of military factories. We have dockyards. And we have a massive army now. Gonna place this army all in the border with Italy on various spots. Our next focus, we're going to do Purge the Elites. Might as well do it now. It gives us some pretty bad debuffs, but that only lasts for about a year. After we do collectivization of the countryside, we get some good buffs. We're going to return that territory to our puppet in Hungary. We're going to delete our faction and join the Soviets so that they don't come from Bessarabia. You know what, I'm actually going to cancel this focus. I'm going to now do recover Italian territories. This gives Italy an event to give us all of our cores back. If they don't, we go to war. If they do, we don't go to war. I have had 2 games where they agreed and 2 games where they didn't. It all depends on RNG. Now let's start thinking about building some military factories. And the Italians have said no, they will not give us all our land back. That's fine, we'll just take it back. Declare war on the Italians, invite the Soviets. I keep forgetting that the Italians own these islands. This is the 3rd game that I've done this. Just put some troops and you'll be fine. Quickly rush those ports. And let's rush down the northern Italy before the Germans and Italians can react. Fighting in the Alps is a pain. I'm gonna call my Hungarian puppet in just so that I can actually walk through their land and attack the Germans. And same thing, rush victory points, rush points of interest. Since Germany has joined the war, it says the USSR breaks the Molotov-Ribbentrop Pact. If anything, it was me. Let's just add our best admiral. By the way, we get all the generals and admirals from the countries we annex, so you should never run out of generals, admirals, officers. Also, I had forgotten to research the first naval invasion tech, so I couldn't navally invade. The game is 50% easier if you're able to navally invade through the middle of Italy. I forgot to do that, but things were still simple enough and I invaded through the north. Just keep pushing. Eventually you'll break through. Your troops are better than the Italians, you have a better industry than them. Plus they've been bashing themselves against the Ethiopians for a couple of years. They lost manpower inside Italy, inside Spain, and they pretty much have already lost North Africa. Now we're going to increase the industry innovations. And that Civil War event that I love so much. We're going to use these Italian divisions. We're going to ask for some, we're going to ask if we can walk into France. France is going to say yes, of course. We're also going to transfer all that territory over to our Italian puppet. But we're going to bring all these Italian divisions and we're going to put them on the border with France and Germany so that we can help hold the line. We're going to wipe out these single last Italian divisions. Ooh, that is a thick wall of Germans. More military factories. And now that Italy is gone, we just have Germany. And let's just push everything into them. Slowly by slowly, just eat the Germans. I just love when you get to a certain point and the German army just crumbles, whether it's from them spamming last stand, they lose divisions, they can't control everything. And Berlin has been taken. There's the peace deal. First things first, take your cores. And we're gonna do some shenanigans. We're gonna puppet everything that we can. So this created, for some reason, this created 4 different Germanys. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops. Now, because we do need that land back from Italy, we're just going to be puppet annexing them. We're going to use all our equipment. We're going to build a bunch of factories in their land. Shouldn't take too long. And we've annexed them. We're going to very quickly release them once again, but we're going to retain our states with cores. There we go. This is all of our core territory as the Balkan Socialist Federation. We are quite powerful. Thank you for watching. If you made it, wait, don't you need to be a faction leader to get the achievement? And if you delete your faction, destroying the Comintern, you can't create new factions. Shit. You are correct. So to fix this, I just started a new game, quickly got a non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union starting in very early 1940. And the Soviet Union demands Bessarabia. Yeah, I'm not giving it to them. And no war goal, we still have our non-aggression pact. This worked. Italy has demanded Dalmatia. I do have a non-aggression pact with Italy, but that's not going to stop them. They'll just cancel it. And at this point, just continue the game as before. Just wipe out Italy and then go after Germany. It's pretty easy. Going to start building up into Italy so I can puppet annex them as soon as this war is over. This entire time I've been keeping troops on the border with Soviet Union, both in Turkey and in Romania. God, spies are just too good. And take your cores first and then just puppet whatever you want, take whatever you want, it doesn't matter. And there you go, Balkan problem solved. Just get a non-aggression pact with the Soviet Union and keep troops on your border. They'll never cancel it. You'll be good to go.